PC gaming has always had a special place in game lovers' hearts. No other device or technology can replace it yet. If anyone owns a low-end PC, he might have considered some specific low-requirement games which can be played on a computer without a specialized graphics card. Here is a list of the best games for 4GB RAM PC and laptops that can be played without even a graphics card. In this video we'll talk about the top 4 open-world games for low-end PC. You can download these games for free. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is a 2012 first-person shooter game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. The game takes place on the fictional Rook Islands, a tropical archipelago that can be freely explored by players. The gameplay focuses on combat and exploration. Players can use a variety of weapons to defeat human enemies and hostile wildlife, and the game features elements found in role-playing games such as skill trees and experience. Far Cry 3 is a first-person shooter set on the fictional Rook Islands, a tropical archipelago somewhere in the Pacific controlled by pirates and mercenaries. Players control Jason Brody and can approach missions and objectives in a variety of ways. They can kill enemies by utilizing firearms such as assault rifles, sniper rifles, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, and explosives like landmines and grenades. Alternatively, players can utilize stealth to avoid the attention of enemies. For instance, players can scout an enemy's outpost by using a camera to mark the locations of enemies or toss rocks to distract enemies. The stealth approach, which can be done by using silenced weapons and combat knives, can prevent enemies from triggering alarms which call for reinforcements. Jason can travel using a variety of vehicles including dune buggies, all-terrain vehicles, cargo trucks, jet skis, boats, and hang gliding. Later in the game, players will find a wingsuit that Jason can wear. Jason will encounter different friendly settlements where he can shop for weapons and materials and complete side missions including hunting quests and assassination missions. Mafia 2. Mafia 2 is a 2010 action-adventure game developed by 2K Czech and published by 2K Games. It was released in August 24, 2010 for PlayStation 3, Windows and Xbox 360. The game is played from a third-person perspective and its world is navigated on foot or by vehicle. The player character's criminal activities may incite a response from law enforcement agencies, measured by a wanted system that governs the aggression of their response. Mafia 2 is an action-adventure game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective. Most of the game is set in the fictional city of Empire Bay, based on New York City, Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Boston, and Detroit during the mid-1940s. Interacting with objects in the environment involves 2 action buttons, a standard action and a violent action used in context-sensitive situations. For example, when stealing a car, the player may choose to either pick its lock or break the window glass. A map is included as in the original Mafia game, but the checkpoint system has been completely overhauled. New controls include a cover system that allows the player to take cover behind objects and shoot enemies rather than just entering an arbitrary crouch pose behind them as in the first game. This feature provides tactical support against enemies and has become a crucial technique of the genre. The game features 3 different in-game radio stations with licensed music, news, and commercials. The radio stations include music from different genres. Mafia 2 received generally favorable reviews for the Windows and PlayStation 3 versions and mixed or average reviews for the Xbox 360 version and Definitive Edition. Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is an action-adventure video game developed by United Front Games and published by Square Enix. Sleeping Dogs is an action-adventure game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective. The player controls Wei Shen, a Chinese-American police officer who goes undercover and ventures out on a raid to infiltrate the Sun On Yi Triad organization. The initial missions of the game are a linear tutorial for controlling the character. After these missions, the player is allowed to explore the game's world and take part in side missions and other activities. The game features role-playing elements based on 3 types of experience points such as Triad XP, Face, and Police XP. Triad XP is obtained through melee combat and violent actions such as environmental kills. Triad XP awarded is directly proportional to the complexity of attacking moves. Face XP obtained in civilian side missions fills Shen's face meter and unlocks cosmetic items such as clothes and vehicles. Some areas in the world remain inaccessible until milestones in the story are achieved. Although the player must complete missions to unlock content and continue the story, they may wander the game's open world and participate in activities such as visiting a karaoke bar, carjacking, street racing, and joining a fight club. The game has no multiplayer component, but online leaderboards are available for players to compare scores. Many activities that are not central to the story grant stat awards in 3 tiers: bronze, silver, and gold. These unlock achievements and trophies. Sleeping Dogs received generally favorable reviews from critics according to the review aggregator Metacritic. It was nominated for Action Game of the Year and Outstanding Achievement in Story at the 2013 DICE Interactive Achievement Awards. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is a 2004 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It is the fifth main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. The game features references to many real-life elements such as its cities, regions, and landmarks. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is an action-adventure game with role-playing and stealth elements. Structured similarly to the previous two games in the series, the core gameplay consists of elements of third-person shooter and driving games, affording the player a large, open-world environment in which to move around. When not taking on a storyline mission, the player can freely roam the cities and rural areas of San Andreas, eat in restaurants, or cause havoc by attacking people and causing destruction. Creating havoc can attract unwanted and potentially fatal attention from the authorities. There are 212 different vehicles in the game. New additions include bicycles, a combined harvester, a street sweeper, a jetpack, and trailers, amongst others. Car physics and features are similar to the Midnight Club series of street racing games, allowing for much more mid-air vehicle control as well as nitrous upgrades and aesthetic modifications. San Andreas received critical acclaim upon release, with praise directed at its music, story and gameplay, and criticism for its graphics and some aspects of its controls. In 2011, Kotaku reported that according to Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas had sold 27.5 million copies worldwide. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button and subscribe to get more videos like this. Which one is your favorite game? Tell me in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.